Welcome back to the OrganizedPeneur podcast. This is where we talk about strategies for launching, streamlining, and growing your business and podcast with clarity and confidence. This is also where you learn to get organized, get heard, and get leads. I'm your host, Aldreama Harper, and today I want to share something with you that just might surprise you. Are you ready? I stopped setting goals. In fact, I stopped setting podcast goals completely. Yep, you heard it right. You want to hear more about that? After 2 decades of helping entrepreneurs get organized in their lives and in their businesses, I really discovered something that just changed everything. The most successful people, the most successful podcasters, the most successful entrepreneurs that I work with share one trait that separates them from everyone else. You want to know what that is? They think in systems, not goals. So most podcasters start out setting yearly download targets and subscriber milestones or revenue goals. And I am not saying that that doesn't help you in some way. And it does help some people. But then what happens is that they spend months feeling like failures because they haven't hit their numbers yet. And so goals create a failure state where you're constantly positioning yourself as falling short until you reach that distant target. And even if you don't, if you do hit it, rather, what's next? Yet another one. And the cycle starts all over again. So here's what I've learned from organizing businesses and lives of clients. And that is that sustainable success comes from daily systems and not annual achievements. And so I heard this on a video on YouTube, and James Clear, he says it best. He says the purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. I'll say that one more time. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. And that's the mindset shift I want you to embrace. That your podcast isn't just episodic content. It's infrastructure. And think about your favorite podcasters. They don't just churn out episodes. They've built an ecosystem, a system that consistently generates leads, builds authority, and creates community. So when I help female entrepreneurs launch their podcast, we don't just start with how many downloads do you want? We start with systems like recording schedules, content frameworks, repurposing workflows, guest outreach systems. Why? Because when those foundations are in place, the downloads follow naturally. And here's something that's fascinating. Habits make up 40% of our waking hours. So when you create a daily podcasting system, whether that's a 15-minute podcast or 15 minutes of content planning or batch recording sessions. You're building habits that compound into transformation over time. So instead of setting goals like, I want 10,000 downloads this year, try this shift. Instead of download goals, think about building, recording consistency. Instead of subscriber targets, think about creating value delivery systems. Instead of chasing revenue milestones, think about developing relationship building frameworks. Your system might include weekly content themes, monthly guest interview batches, or daily social media repurposing. The beauty of systematic thinking is this: you succeed every single day your system runs, regardless of what the external metrics say. So I've watched far too many talented women abandon their podcasts because they felt like failures compared to their ambitious goals. Meanwhile, the podcasters who focus on consistent daily practices, who built sustainable platforms that generated leads and authority, it was over time. So your podcast system becomes your competitive advantage. While others are chasing numbers, you're building infrastructure that will serve your business for years. So start small this week. Dedicate 30 minutes every Tuesday or every Wednesday or whatever day you decide. Just decide. Or record 3 episodes every month on the same day. Small systems compound into significant results. But here's the truth. Goals create pressure. Systems create freedom. How do I know that? Well, I'll share this and then I'll close. So recently, I have been on somewhat of a health journey. And I say somewhat. Some of this has been very intentional. And I decided that I was going to pursue health over losing weight. Some of this was due to, finding out about my high blood pressure, which is now I'm thankful that, hey, it's down, right? But here's my point. I didn't create goals. Like I didn't create a goal to lose a certain amount of weight. I created a system that allowed me to participate and allowed me to really engage in daily activities that would help me to get to my end result. And as a result of this, I've lost 25 pounds. I'm super excited about that. Not only that, my blood pressure has leveled off where it's supposed to be. And so the question today that I leave you with is this: are you building just podcast episodes or are you building podcast infrastructure? That's the question. That's the OrganizedPeneur way. Building systems that last. I want to thank you for joining me today. If this episode resonated with you, I would love for you to share it with someone else, another entrepreneur that might be stuck chasing podcast goals instead of building podcast systems, chasing business goals instead of building business systems. This is, in my humble opinion, is the way to go. Infrastructure, building systems that last, not chasing goals that's going to create pressure. So if you like more strategies like this, I would love for you to check out my Launch, Host, and Grow Masterclass. I'll drop the link in the show notes so that you can go and check out the 30-minute masterclass just to help you get a better understanding of how to really get organized, how to get heard, and how to get leads. Until next time, keep organizing your business, optimizing your systems, and growing your podcast with purpose. Have an amazing day. Mic check, she's speaking bold. Organizing dreams, let the stories unfold.